This is the Connected Sound podcast. Thank you for tuning in. This is DJ Rello. Today's guest we have in the studio is KiyoBans. I better off know you. I know you as Nick,
yeah,
but you are going by KiyoBans.
Yep.
Kiyo, what's up, my guy?
What's up, Rello?
Man, appreciate you for coming through, man. For sure.
For
sure. We gonna get into. I guess we can call it a name change. We'll get into that. I want to talk about when I first came in contact with Nick, aka KiyoBans. We did a show at BLV. It was an impeccable event. Shout out to my guy Mueller. Put that together. And it was also an event where Mueller brought Autumn into town. And Mueller bought a bunch of guys that at the time I hadn't heard of. Not like I heard their music, but I hadn't heard of, like, I didn't know them, I should say, rather than not heard them. But everybody on that lineup was going crazy. Sure. Everybody that anytime I'm on a show and I hear an artist or I see an artist that I personally like really fuck with their music, I make it a point to go say something to them or go just let them know, like, yo, I fuck with that. I think that type of shit goes a long way when people are coming up in this music shit. Like, you want to hear good things. Right, you know what I'm saying? You want to know that you did a good job. Everybody wants to feel good and wants to, you know, people to say good things about them. But I remember coming up to you and saying, just letting you know you killed it. But I just remember that show, man. I'm like, everybody's going. And you came up, and I'm like, I don't know this fucking song, but this shit is going stupid right now. What's the song called? Stupid? It wasn't, or it was
like me.
Like me? You had another one, though. You had another one on that set.
I'm geeked.
Geeked.
Yeah,
Geeked. That's what it was. Geeked. And there might even been another one.
Outside.
I think so.
It was like outside.
Because because I remember after that set, I was telling one of my engineers, I'm like, yo, just met this boy Nick. I'm like, yo, this shit was going crazy. And I'm like, man, I feel like I probably have this song still on my laptop. And I don't really be deleting shit for the most part. So I had this song, and I'm like, yo, check this song out. And played the song here at the studio, turned it up, and he's like, yo, that shit was going crazy.
That's hard.
Yeah, he was like, that shit was going crazy. And I'm like, yeah, bro, it's a dude I met up in Harrisburg at BLV at the event. And it's just dope I love finding out people that way when you get to see them live.
Yeah.
Because now when I hear your music, like, I think of it live. And that's always a good thing. Anytime you can hear somebody live for the first time, I feel like it just makes you like them more.
Yeah, that more personal.
Be more of a fan.
Right.
How many times up till then had you performed?
I performed maybe twice.
Up until then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like still kind of a new experience for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like my first I want to say official big show. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, showcasing my music. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was fire. I'm glad you did it. Artists need to do more things like that. It definitely helps you. You gain fans from doing that type of shit.
Facts.
Especially you go there and you kill it, and people like your music. They like you. They like your stage presence. They gonna tap in. Somebody's gonna tap in. You know what I mean? For sure.
When I was performing, I didn't expect people to say run it back, because we had technical difficulties trying to get the next song, my second song, and then they just was run that shit back, and I was in my head, I'm just this shit really happening right now. To me, this is crazy. Yeah, no, facts.
It was a good time. It was definitely a good time. Like I said, I found out about a couple new artists that night, and I'm always a fan when I can do that. How would you feel going into that event? How were you nervous, or were you feeling nah, I'm about to make the most of this opportunity? How would you feel going in?
Well, yeah, I always get kind of nervous, but once I step foot on that stage, that just leaves, and then I'll just dive into performing, and my music, like I just zone out and just
Facts.
like put myself as like, you know,
Yeah.
a person that's watching me. I'm just like trying to be in the
Yeah.
crowd with everybody else.
No, facts. That's a good way to think about it. If you always still consider yourself and look at yourself like through the fans' eyes,
Right.
I feel like it's always going to help you in your career. It's going to help you in your music, and it's going to help you on the stage because
Right.
you know what people. At the end of the day, like when you still sit and think about, like you know what people want, you know what people are going to like, you know what people are going to vibe with. You just kind of know. It's just the fact of like doing it and shit.
Fact.
So that's good that you know what I mean, you turned up. Getting nervous is like you just got to do more.
Yeah, of course.
You just
Like I
gotta
just
do more.
want to keep performing, just
Yeah.
keep having like, and not every show is gonna be like that, but like, you know,
Right.
I just gotta keep performing and just
Fact.
get used to it a lot more.
Most definitely just all about getting used to it. I think, I mean, if I were you, I would start reaching out to people just on like anytime you see like a local show, whether it be a big show or like a show where you know it's like a showcase. Definitely try to get on it. Of course, you don't want to get on all of them, because you don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want people to get tired of seeing you. You still want to be like, you know, exclusive to a certain point. But definitely keep doing them shits. You know, keep gaining, you're going to keep gaining fans. You're going to keep gaining steam with fans. As you
they
keep doing that
keep
shit.
showing my face and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
most definitely. Because like I said, I had heard your music because I had heard somebody at the stew playing it before. It might have been Mueller. But I had heard it from them, but I didn't know who you were, like the physical part of you.
Right.
So that show helped me learn about you. And I want to know, do you got any inspirations, like any inspirations for starting music? Who was your inspiration for starting?
Starting music as a artist inspiration is Travis Scott and like Kanye and Pharrell and those type of like artists. Yeah, those are like my top inspirations when it comes to like making music.
That's good inspirations. When did you start making music?
I started making music in 2016, but didn't take it serious until 2019.
I got you.
Yeah, so like that's when I actually started releasing like, you know, my projects on all platforms instead of like just one platform.
Yeah, that's always a good idea to start doing that. It's definitely something that I try to get to all artists, like putting their music on all platforms so people can listen to it. Even if it's something that you necessarily can't monetize, like still it's all art. Put that shit out.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm
somebody's gonna fool with it. Somebody's gonna like
to.
it.
Yeah, somebody's going to. You got to give them a chance to be able to actually grab it. And most times nowadays, people are on Spotify or they're on Apple Music or both. So it's like you definitely want to get your music on there. Not putting anything against SoundCloud or anything, but it's just the SoundCloud app it's just harder to use and harder to navigate, especially when you don't pay for it.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's just now it's like just covered in ads. You play 2 songs and you get 3 ads
already, just back to back.
Yeah, so it's like it's not something that people are listening to music on as much as they used to. But definitely keep putting your music out on platforms. So those were your inspirations starting out. What are your like current inspirations? Who are your current inspirations that help you to create the music? Who are your inspirations that help you with your style or anything? You got any inspirations like that you use currently?
Don Toliver.
Okay.
Still Travis, obviously, because he's like that foundation. But like Don, I want to say like Lossy Foe. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's like out in London.
Yep, for sure. It's one of my favorite artists right now.
Yeah, he's hard.
Yeah, for sure.
So Lossy, Don, Nav. I do fucks with Nav, like his sound. I'm forgetting somebody. That's pretty much it as of right now. what I could think of.
Yeah.
But like, especially like Don, he's like, when it comes to production wise, that's who I like think of, like to just go inside, like.
Yeah, I really like Don Toliver's production. It's different type of sound. It just kind of reminds me of some older type vibes.
Yeah.
Either some feel good or it reminds me of like I need to be like listening to this with my lady or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what he bringing me back to. But he's not like talking about no crazy type shit. He's just a vibe at all times. Like he just, ever since he's dropped, I just always thought like, yo, this dude is just creating vibes. Like anytime, I always put myself in DJ mode, and anytime I hear something, some shit that I can like play and I know people are going to dance to, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love that shit because there's a lot of shit that you can hear and like, yo, I fuck with that song. That shit sound good, but it's something I'm gonna play in my car.
Yeah, right around.
Play in my headphones. It ain't really something I'm gonna play as a DJ. Like if I'm out trying to get people to dance. So anytime I can get songs like that, excuse me, I'm all for it. So that's why I was a fan. When I heard your music, I'm like, oh yeah, people moving. You know what I mean? People. And anytime I see people moving in some shit, I'm a fan. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with that because it's like. Anybody can make a song that people want to play.
Yeah.
But when you can make some shit that make people want to dance, make people want to jump, move, that's that like old like music feel. Like that's what we started creating.
That's why we created music
to start dancing. Not everything has to have a dance, but it's like a movement to it. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get back to that. And when you played your music and you perform, I'm like, yeah, these people they're moving. They're moving for sure.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? You do a good job of choosing your production. Do you get any inspirations from that? Like, is there anybody that you're like, yo, I like the way this dude's production sounds. I want to kind of maybe mimic something close to that, or are you just like, fuck it, I'm just going to listen until I find something I like?
I'm very picky with like my beats, so I'm like. I usually have like one of my producers send me a beat pack, and I'll just go searching, or you just go to YouTube and just like I have like a list of like producers that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, and those are like my go-to, and like they just have my sound that I just like know I would just like feel instantly, because I know when I like a beat like 10 seconds in, and I'm just like, all right, that's what I want.
Yeah, that's when it's easy, when you don't have to put much thought into it. Those are always the good ones.
Facts.
Once it just hits you off rip, like, all right, yeah, that's one of them. I don't even need to hear the rest.
Yeah, that's
Load
just
it
me.
up.
That's what I be having. I just be having so many beats just stacked up, and I want to work on like all of them, but I can't.
Any specific producer you want to shout out, like one that you use frequently? I know you say you use a lot of YouTube beats. Anyone that you like really be going back to?
I want to like shout out Benji Cole. Like he's young and up and coming. And
where's he from?
I actually don't know where he's from.
You don't know?
Nah, I actually don't. I didn't look. I just know like he comes from that community, but he's like a pioneer of like this sound called like Asian rock and B and plug and B type of sound. And like he got like placements with like Yee and Nav and stuff, so like he's like really up and coming. And I like his beats, how he just, and when I hear him, I'm just like, yeah, that's something I will rap on. That's just me.
Facts. I'm about to look him up as soon as we finish, for real. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, he's hard.
He probably from overseas. I be running into a lot of producers, especially your style, that a lot of them be coming from overseas. I'll be running into, to
like
be honest,
from Russia or some shit. Like they really be like out there.
Some shit that you would not even expect. You know what I mean? You would not even expect like somebody from over there. Like, damn, this shit hard.
Yeah,
this shit hard. Y'all can't barely speak English, but you turn this bitch up.
Yeah, they know how to make. They definitely know how to make freaking beats though. Yeah. They be going crazy.
Most definitely. So you like most like faster type beats, it seems like. Not like too fast, but you like more of an up-tempo type of beat. You're not, it don't seem like much of your stuff was like real slow. Yeah,
well, that project specifically was like for shows specifically, because like my older stuff is like actually slower, like a little bit slower, like kind of like a vibey type of artist, like on some Don Toliver stuff. So that's like my roots for real. But then I like hopped on that rage sound.
Yeah.
So
okay, so you kind of fool with both of them.
Yeah.
You don't have like just one specific sound you like to go to.
Nah, I like to mix both of the elements together to just like, I guess like it'll create my own sound.
Yeah, facts. No, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Just to have more than one sound, so that way you're not getting like old and you're not getting like stale to people. You can always like switch it up.
Yeah, have people like say, "Oh, he needs to switch it up," or "He's not versatile," or something like that.
And plus, you know how it is with the rage music now. People, you know, some people have a hard time really accepting that music for real. So it makes things a little difficult, but it's good that you can be like, yo, I don't just make that shit. I make other type music too.
Facts, yeah.
So people can't just say, yo, you're just a one trick pony, or just say you just hopped on the rage wave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure a lot of people get that, because it's a lot, that rage wave created a lot of rappers.
Yeah, it did. Like it just,
Definitely
it was that,
that
rappers. Song with Cardi and Trippy, that Mr. Rage beat, and everyone just...
Yeah, they just blossomed off of that.
Just blossomed off of that,
and it was crazy because that Mr. Rage was like the video, the song was out and the visualizer was out, and the visualizer and the song was going crazy, and the people like wanted the video, but it seemed like by the time that video dropped, it was just like people were already ran with the sound so crazy that people didn't care as much about the video anymore, because it was just like,
they already like hopped on it and just,
they like literally, I mean, I heard
crazy.
So many different renditions of that beat. It was crazy, bro. Like so many different renditions. It's wild.
Facts.
Just that loop. Whoever made that loop for Mr. Rage, like, it has to be eaten.
Yeah, like off like they bought like his loop pack or something. Yeah,
because, bro, I heard that loop from Mr. Rage in so many songs.
Yeah, like it's so many like remakes of it too.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm sure that dude probably made a killing, man. Whoever that dude is, I'm gonna look you up, man. Shout out to you. He definitely was killing it for sure. How you feel about Cardi? Cardi, any offer any inspiration to you?
Yeah.
It seemed like, I mean, I didn't hear a lot of it, but like just as maybe some of the beat selections.
Yeah, beat selection.
You know,
yeah, because his producers are like Filthy and working on Dying Collective.
Shout out to those guys from Philly area.
I like their beats. Is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
most definitely. I love this beat collective. I've been trying to put a beat collective together for some time now. But I just love how when there's a group of guys that come together and make music and put it out as like one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's dope seeing that, like, because then they get looked at as like the artist, like, damn, bro, I want a beat from so and so, and they just be like, yo, yeah, you go crazy.
Yeah, you always got guys that can hold up their end of the bargain for real. You got a group of guys that are all super talented. I mean,
yeah,
can't beat that. They're all talented enough to do that on their own, but then you come together as a group and it's just like, damn.
It's really crazy.
Yeah,
that's how
especially for producers. It's like we done seen this shit
with
artists, but like producers and like really standing behind it and not like, you know, sometimes when motherfuckers go big and start making some bread, shit get a little weird and people start going their separate ways.
Yeah.
But like they still working on Dying beats and production. So
yeah, the unity in that community is like stronger than like artists and groups and stuff. It's way stronger.
Yeah,
I've seen
it is. That. Yeah, it is. Producers definitely stick together. Production and just music as a whole right now is in a collaborative state. Just everybody is about to collab, and coming together on a song in one way, form, of another. So it's kind of cool to see producers coming together. Sometimes it's not as cool when it comes to clearing a song. Like if you're a big artist, it's because then if you're a big artist and you got a song with 3-4 dudes on it, that means you gotta go through 3-4 lawyers, 3-4 people want different money, all that. So it's like sometimes it's not great for artists that is 4 people on a song, but you still can get through with it. Obviously,
you just got to go through some hoops.
Yeah, maybe. Or if you're charging a good price as a group, a production group, people gonna eat that up. Artists gonna eat that up all day, as long as you're not like going crazy.
Yeah, well, with the price.
I think speaking of Trippy, like I'm pretty sure Trippy had that problem with I forget what he said. Somebody was trying to upcharge you for beats. That was probably like last year, maybe something like that. Yeah,
them exclusive rights.
Yeah, them exclusive rights can get tricky, man. You really got to read the fine tuning and the fine words and that, because it can get tricky, man. Last thing you want to do is have a song go to fuck crazy and have it go up. And then the producer come back like, yeah, bro, you owe me such and such. And he doing that because he done seen the song go up already. So he's like, you already know it's worth some bread. So you got to really pay me. So that shit can get tricky with producers and shit.
I'm already in like a situation like that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because me and his song, which is my artist over there, his name is Prades. We have a song called Hotel Molly. The producer it said free for profit, and then I don't know if he went back in the description and said to a certain extent of like streams. Yeah. Now he wants a percentage of it, and we were like, bro. So he got our song taken down. Oh wow. Yeah, he got one of our like the single taken down, but it's not off of the project. Like it's still on the project, and it still has its streams and everything. But yeah, he got it taken down. Yeah.
But
I told him. Yeah, I told him that I was like, you're getting paid though. You're still getting paid, but I guess he just wasn't hearing it, so he just took our single down. And I was just like, damn. And I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah, that shit can get tricky, man. I'm trying to tell you, that shit can definitely get tricky for sure. It's a lot of reading, a lot of stuff you gotta go through with the lawyer.
Yeah, I put him in the split royalties and everything.
Yeah,
and I was just like, everyone. Nah,
he wanted first money up front.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, he wanted money up front. I was just like, but yo, you didn't even have it. It said free for profit. Then you can always go back and edit the description on YouTube. Yeah, so
that happened. I mean, yeah, that's happened to me. That's happened to me with Skies. You know, dudes will say, yo, I'm about to send you a beat or something like that. I'm about to send you a loop. Use it. Then you end up using it, and then it ain't theirs. Or they got 2 people on it or 3 people on it. And then it's like, damn, I'm trying to get this cleared. It ain't going to work out like that.
Man, sometimes you just gotta just like scratch it.
Sometimes you just got to scratch it. Well, fortunately for you, you're not going to have to scratch that. So you should be good. Hopefully. Speaking of production and all that good stuff, I know you got an album dropping or drop today. Yeah. Drop today.
On my birthday. I had this up for my birthday.
Oh, shit. Well, then happy birthday, too.
Hey,
shit.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Definitely happy birthday. Shit. What you got? Let's talk about the album. Let's talk about the album since it's your birthday and it's the album release. That's 2 big accomplishments. Another year standing.
Yeah, more life. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Definitely more life. And you get to drop a project. That's always love. You get to projects can be like your baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get to drop your baby today too. You feel me?
Definitely my baby, because like I've been working on it for like 2 years. Yeah, so after I dropped PL2, Popular Loner 2, I was working on PL3, and this was back in like 2019. And then when I moved to California, that's when I was just like, I had all these different experiences going through stuff. Right. So it just made sense to like put that in the new album.
Yeah, how was it? So you talk about a lot of LA experiences on the album. I know that's gonna be good because you already know how LA nights can get.
It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. LA Super nights can get wicked for sure.
The hills.
Yeah, the hills are different, man. That's what I was telling these guys. I'm like, man, we playing a little bit of a trip, and I'm like, they talking about staying. I don't even remember where they said they want to stay. I'm like, nah, man, we in the hills with it.
Yeah, the hills is where it goes down at. Yeah, it's really like.
Did you record anything out there? You did.
I recorded like, I want to say like maybe 50% of the album out there, And then, yeah, in 2020, I recorded that. It was supposed to drop in 2021, but I just took longer because I was going back and forth to Cali a lot. So I was just like, just getting so much like experiences, knowledge, just, you know, just going through so many life changes. So
right.
I didn't drop it. It was supposed to drop last year on my birthday, but I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna perfect this to my best ability. So I'm gonna just wait until next year to just drop it.
Okay, so you've been stacking for about 2 years on tracks. How many tracks are on the project?
15.
Okay, so yeah, you got a nice little bit then.
Yeah.
How many did you choose from?
So I had like, well, in total I had like, I want to say like 25. And then there was this version that was supposed to, you know, drop before this newer like edited version. I scratched like 9 songs off of there. Yeah, and then I just re-recorded recorded whole new ones because it just felt like updated. Right. That was like an older sound. I'm a lot younger, so I'm just like, nah, I need something just more mature. A little bit more mature that like and updated things that I'm going through. So yeah. Sometimes
I like that you took the time to realize that and to actually do that. That means a lot. You know what I mean? So music is talking about experiences, and people want to hear current experiences. They want to hear funny experiences. They want to hear what you're going through. If they can't see it, they want to hear. Yeah. Or both. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So it's good that you took your time with it, and that just means that you wanted it to be good. You don't take time on things for it to be shitty. Yeah. You know Facts. What I'm saying? Like, otherwise you could have just put it out and not gave a fuck. Right. So you took your time and did that. Any features? Any features that you want to shout out from the album?
No, there's no features on that album.
Is that something you decided, or is that something that just kind of happened?
That's something I decided.
Okay, you were like, yeah, I'm gonna do this all on my own.
Yeah, it's like it's a personal thing. Yeah, so I was just like, and I was like, I'm about to just.
No, that's good. Yeah. That's good, especially when you're trying to get some footing and get some traction. It's like you can go ahead and drop your project with no features. Doesn't mean you don't have to do features, but hell, people like your project, them features are gonna come.
Yeah, right. Facts.
You know what I mean? You don't have to get the feature. You can be the feature. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I be looking at it. Yeah. You don't gotta really put anybody on your features till you really find that person where you're like, yeah, I want this dude on my track. I want this chick on my track. Really like pick and choose.
Yeah, that's type of deal. That's how I was thinking. I was like, this is like, I had a couple people that wanted to be on the project, but I was like, I don't, not this time, because this is like a real personal. The whole like PL series, the whole Popular Loner series is just like things that I just go through, and it's a by myself thing. Because most of the time I'm always alone. So like everyone like, oh yeah, that's Nick. Yeah, you know, fashion dude. Yeah, he's dope. He's lit. But it's just like, okay, that's cool and everything. But yeah, I'm still alone at the end of the day as I'm going through all these changes, and nobody really knows what I'm going through. So I'll just be like,
that's the Popular Loner.
Yeah, just like
that's where that comes from. Got you. Speaking of, you mentioned fashion and stuff a few times during this podcast. I want you to talk about Installment, the clothing brand.
Yes, baby.
Yeah, for sure. This is good shit, man. I need you to let's talk about it.
Installment, yeah. Released it in 2017 of January 22nd of 2017, and Installment comes from like, I would see pieces that's already made, and I would take it. I would like deconstruct like a piece that's already made, then reconstruct it and put in things that I felt that needed to be in that piece of clothing. Right. Hence the like I'm installing things and shit. Right. So that's where that comes from. Yeah. So it was all like I started out like hand making a lot of things because I went to do a lot of things in high school. Yeah. High school is what really started it because I was in the School of Fashion Design in high school back in Susquehanna.
That's what's up.
my mentor was an actual fashion designer for like 30 plus years. He still is to this day. So, you know, being like learning that, I was just like, I fell in love with clothes ever since. I was just like, bro, like this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm gonna just like do this clothing shit.
Right.
And then I got accepted to FIT out in Manhattan. Didn't go because I didn't felt like my mom. I didn't want my mom to be in that like dealing with loans and shit like that. So she was just like, you better do something because you can't just be staying here. Like, like you know, you need to do something. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna try to make this clothing thing work. And she was like, all right. So that's when I just started Installment and just started like making my own stuff and then going through with like manufacturing, getting all that like that shit right there's a hassle. Yeah. For sure. So most definitely. But then I took a step away from it. Only because like I seen a lot of brands actually, like the brands that I look up to, there's no shortcut to that type of stuff. So I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm making good money off of this, but it's not no real business entity. There's no trademark to it. There's no documents, none of that. Like, and there's no protection behind the brand. I ain't got no lawyer, I ain't got none of this. So I'm just like, let me take a step back and let me get all of that in order. Then let me re-release Installment how I really want to release it. Facts. So like,
did a good job of doing that.
Yeah, like so I just been, you know, Installment's my baby, and everything I do is for Installment. Like this music shit, like, you know, when I start like really making crazy money off it, I'm putting that shit back into this, and that's gonna be my full thing. Right. For real. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
I got it tatted on my face, everything. Yeah. Yeah. Installment's like.
No, that's facts, bro. That's what's up, bro. I'm glad you gotta put your passion somewhere. You gotta put your passion into something. It's good that you're putting your passion into music and putting it into clothes because you can kind of use both of those things to help each other out. You know what I'm saying? They both go kind of hand in hand. Yeah, you music, fashion, they go hand in hand. You really can't have one without the other.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. So, man, anything else you want to say, or anybody you want to shout out before we get up out of here?
Shit, shout out Mueller for like, definitely, you know, shout out Mueller. That's my bro. Like he be like schooling me on things and just like trying to help out a lot of people, and I learned a lot of things from my mom and shit. Like she just be trying to, you know, steer a nigga in the right direction. Yeah. My youngin' over there, he be guiding me. Yeah. Shit, like he be, you know, putting me in the right direction and stuff. Like I don't take just because somebody's younger than me, like they might know some shit that I don't know. Facts. So like, yeah, facts, big fact. I appreciate you for having me on here, bro. Yeah, most definitely. I thank you for coming. Yeah, bro. Shout out Rello, bro.
Yes, sir. You already know. Appreciate you, man. You already know. Go listen to the album right now, Popular Loner, man. Go get it right now. What's on all platforms?
Yeah, on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Tidal, everything. Yeah.
Go grab that right now. Not in a little bit. Go grab it right now and go listen to it the whole way through. Listen to your favorite song 5 more times after that, man. This is DJ Rello. KiyoBans. Let's go. Connect this sound podcast, man. Appreciate you.